So after checking the supply chain level, let's head down to the warehouse level. So yes, this is the warehouse level. Now the warehouse level has a live updated map. Right now it's not updated, but that's the work in progress for the future iteration. Now the size of this live map, the size of uh, the ball that you see is basically representative of how much battery it has. So it's like if you have a robot with less battery, it is denoted by a lighter shade of green and a smaller size to designate. So that's why the one with 50 is actually less. The axes are basically based on prior research, and in the previous papers, we used a nomenclature of using line number for one coordinate and y coordinate as it is. So these are called waypoints. So for example, for this robot, the waypoint is basically y3 line 10 or something like that. So this is the overview map. But if you want to see more information about the robot, like while it's on the map, you can actually click on it. You have like a privacy level associated with it. You have a robot ID. You have a place where it's going to and where it's coming from. So that's where you use the coordinates. It also tells you about the time it needs to complete a task and the danger zone. So danger zone is also like an ongoing research. It's basically if a robot is connected to a robotic arm, what's the distance of proximity that should be considered while being around that robot? Under 3.2 meters, it's considered to be a danger zone. So it's basically the minimum distance you need to be staying away from it. Okay, let's head down to see more information. We've also like worked on something called as the robot performance over time. So let's select some robots. Let's have some views. Okay, and select some robots over here. So for this week and this year, yeah, like robots are performing like this. This is the combination of robotic arm 1 and robotic arm 2 and robot 3. If I check it on the monthly level, here we go. So here are the different performance indications for different months for the combination of these three robots. This combination could be different. This combination could be changed. And you can actually see how these robots perform together. So for this visualization's sake, robot 1, robot 2 and robotic arm 1 perform their best in February and their worst in August, with like robot 1 giving absolutely not much attention to the visualization to the entire combination. If you want to see more information on the robots, you can actually go here and click on information on the robots. It's like the battery status, but this is like more on information with respect to one robot, but not how it is interacting with other robots. So that's what I want to focus on. That this is where it separates itself from the intelligent agent level. I'll talk about it more. But let's see what's happening in robot 1. So the robot 1 it tells you where it's coming from and where it's going to, how much battery is remaining. So it's like if it's a lower battery, this thing will turn red and it'll tell you how it's going on. It also talks about the performance. So the more the percentage, more performance is going on in the robot, it's basically hogging in more memory and more battery power. This is a metric based on some variables between battery power and more memory. Let's see, check out this one. So it has like slightly lesser battery. So as I explained, this is a variable. So this will keep on changing based on the amount of battery rating. And in future, we also plan to implement this to be live updated. So if you hit on the update button, it should actually update. Stuff close. Apart from this, the robots have like their own stakeholders, like the intelligent agent manager, which is also a stakeholder in the warehouse level. The system engineer and things like that. They can actually, so Genesis added like a note for others to check, which is like robot 3's battery drains faster than expected, can be checked. So this is how the stakeholders can actually interact with each other. But for me, if I want to check out all the notes, you can actually go ahead and disable or enable more notes. So it's to check out more like more different kinds of nodes which are available. So that's pretty much what's available in the visualization so far. You can even actually go and check out year-wise stats between different years and how these robots have been performing. Like how these robots have performed in a different year span, like I explained before. So yeah, this is the warehouse level, and there's like a lot of work which can go ahead in building this.